business is really warfare, but it's the activity of life itself. You say, well, business means I need to open up a business. Okay, yeah, that's right. But real activity of life has to deal with all the essentials of life that we must provide for ourselves, our families, our future. I have something in my pocket that, gee, where is it? Oh, yeah. I have a gold coin. In 1961, I was sitting with Elijah Muhammad, and he took out of his pocket a gold coin. This is 1 ounce of gold, pure gold, okay? Mr. Muhammad put it on the table. He said, one day soon, this gold coin will be the new medium of exchange. White people are moving into the inner city. Some of them knocking on doors. They come with money and they ask you for your gold. Because what they're giving you, I think I got some of that in my pocket. Yeah, I think I do. Now this is paper. This is not real money. This is real money. Silver as real money. Now you young people, some of the elders in the audience, like myself, this used to be called a silver certificate. How many old people in here know when this was a silver certificate? And you know what it said on the bottom? Pay to the bearer on demand $50 in silver, the real money. This is what you call monopoly money. Oh, you didn't hear me. We're going to do some business tonight. Because business is really warfare. What's about to happen? This week it came out in the news that in 2016, all the major banks are in trouble. It started with J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. What makes a bank in trouble? When the value of the paper that they have begins to lose its value, then the bank is in serious trouble. And so are we who have our money in the bank. Now, white people that are in your neighborhood, they're in the pawn shop now, and they're telling you in the window, bring the gold, we got cash for you. They know you don't know that this is losing its value every day. But gold will increase in value. Now this one here, I bought it today, or sent a brother to get it today, because I wanted to use it to explain something. 1 ounce of gold, this little piece right here, is 12. The results would be luxury. And I notice in the problem book that luxury is stated first. Luxury. Well, you can drive a Ford if you want. They have lovely Fords, lovely Chevrolets, lovely Volkswagens. But the luxury cars, that's the one that the Savior wanted you to have. Now, you can live in a nice apartment and improve it and get nice carpet on the floors, nice furniture. But that's not what Master Farad Muhammad wanted for you. He wanted you in a good home. And you can't have a good home without money. And then when they come to class, yes, we must drill. Yes, we must learn our lessons. Yes, we must cook and sew and learn how to clean and learn how to be good MGT. But there must be time in each class dedicated how to sell. Because if each of us becomes a champion salesperson, then our pockets will have money. And then we can buy luxuries, good homes, friendships in all walk of life. Now, I don't want you to think that our aim is luxury and money. Our aim is the kingdom of God. But Allah says in the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. Luxury is a thing, money is a thing, good home is a thing. But the thing that we must do first is to bring ourselves in line with the divine orders of God. And the more we strive to be right, to be good, to live up to the law, the greater the chance for us to be successful in following the commands of God that we must do something for ourselves.
And set up heaven right on earth. And it's so simple. We have a project that we are working on. We call it Project Steal Away, an FOI and MGT financial freedom plan. We want every brother and every sister within the next year to be able to say, I do not work for white folks anymore, I work for myself. Now look, do you realize what it takes to build a hospital? Do you realize what it takes to build a university? You can't build a hospital and a university. You can't buy tens of thousands of acres of land to feed our people if we're just gonna wait on the little money you make from the white man to give a little charitable donation. We'll be around here for the next 1,000 years talking about building a school or a hospital. Do you realize that if we took this financial freedom plan and said, look, I'm really going to try and work for myself. I'm going to use my life in a better way. I'm going to stop believing that there's some mystery God that's going to change reality for me. I'm going to change the reality in my own life. Brother, when you start thinking like that, you will start using the power of your own self, and you'll see that you got all the power you need to change reality. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the fire of the sun is the life and the energy that energizes our universe. He said the fire of the sun is in all of us. So that means you got light, you got power. It just has to be turned on, activated. Now just think with me in the closing minutes of this lecture, what damage it does to your mind to think that there's a mystery God. Check this out. I'm at home and I'm hungry. My children are hungry. And I go in my next room and I pray, Lord, give us this day our daily bread. Amen. And I come out and sit down. Children, don't worry. The Lord is going to take care of everything. You keep on sitting there, doing nothing, praying that the Lord will give you some daily bread. See, if you and your family don't starve to death, waiting on the Lord. But if you went in your room and said, Lord, give us this day our daily bread. And I know you're going to do it because you got control over conditions. So now, Lord, I'm going to work in my wheat field. I'm plowing it up. And I'm planting wheat because you can't have bread without wheat or flour. So I'm doing my part. Then God sends the clouds with the rain and the earth does its part. And before you know it, I got a field of wheat and I grind the wheat into flour and then I make me some daily bread. I'm not talking about daily the mayor giving you bread. I'm talking about you going to work daily producing your own bread. If you sit around and wait for a mystery God, you're going to be poor, ragged, hungry, naked, and out of doors. Any of you Muslims who call yourself followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they're still working for the Caucasian and still planning to stay there with him. You don't follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. If you follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know that the white man is going to dump black people, and he already has dumped a great portion of us. He doesn't have no more jobs for our young men. So what are we going to do? Allow our young men to be swallowed up selling drugs? Or are we going to call our young men and say, no, we got to go to work and create jobs for ourselves? I'm saying steal away. If you can't walk away, steal away, and let's go on and do something for ourselves.
This is not a good tape, Brother Go ahead, brother. Physical. You understand physical now, you need money. So FOI, Brother Captain, in the restructuring of the FOI, we have to teach and train every man,
yes, sir,
to be one who knows how to make money, to be more of a provider and maintainer for his family. That is making a man.
yes, sir,
You with me, brother?
yes, sir,
Don't you want to know more how to make more money?
yes, sir.
If you don't have a job, then there must be those in the FOI that teach us sales technique so that we can become a master.
Yes, sir.
Because the more you master selling, I mean, you can sell anything and make a living, and the more you sell, the more money you make, and the more money you make, you can make a good home. Come on, and friendship in all walk of life. I'm getting to the home part later.
Yes, sir.
But we just talking about role now.
Yes, sir.
Maintain. Go home tonight, get your dictionary,
And if you have a Roget's thesaurus, men look up the word maintenance and all that goes with it, study it. Yes. Now look, do we do business like business should be done? Let me hear an answer. In the word business is the word busy. And when you're busy, you're engaged in some focused activity. Business is the activity of life itself. When you are a living organism, you must be engaged in that which preserves and maintains your life. There is no creature that God created that is not busy feeding, sheltering, procreating, extending itself. If we are a living people, see, inanimate objects don't do this. They don't procreate. They don't go looking for food or shelter. They're inanimate, meaning they're not living. But what about you? Ever since we've been in America, we haven't provided food, clothing, shelter, education for ourselves and our people. Am I lying? You graduated from Morehouse, Clark, Howard, Tuskegee, Florida A&M, North Carolina A&T. Yeah. And you have degrees. What have we produced? Of food, of clothing, of shelter for our people. If you find as a living creature that you need something that you don't have, you look around for somebody that has what you need, and you enter into trade and commerce as a living people. But you are not alive. You are dead people. You have flatlined on business. Now, if you look at all the people of the earth, the ones that are the most busy, showing that they have the most life, are the members of the Jewish people. Why are they this way? Because they had the prophets. And they learned well. Now, I'd like to read you something that I found in this book. It talks about the percentage of Jews in America, but the number of Nobel laureates. Their percentage outweighs everybody's. They are the best in science, in medicine, in law, in art, in culture. It's a tremendous people. How did they get it? Through trade and commerce. Our lessons tell us that they set up a trading post. See, they understood the value of commerce. We haven't got it yet. You got brothers and sisters all over the world that you can do business with, but we have no commerce. Satisfied until we have the college level on the University of Islam. And if you help me by doing what you can in the economic field, Muslims, you shouldn't be around here looking to white people to give you a job. Go look in Message to the Black Man and the Economic Blueprint. And if there are 4 of you, 6 of you, 8 of you together, pool your resources, go into business and set up business all over the south and west side of Chicago. I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you're rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, hell man, we can't be around here poor. I want to see rich Muslims. And if you obey Allah, there's no reason why you can't make a business successful. You just have to get up and stop being lazy and trifling and go do something for yourself. So we're going to put together a trade delegation of Muslims and, well, everybody's a Muslim. But there are those who have not confessed Islam, but they are brilliant in business. We made promises to governments, and we're going to fulfill our promise. There's all kinds of investment opportunities. Diamonds, gold, uranium, oil. I mean, you name it, Africa is open. And the Europeans are coming in with money and they're taking Africa. Well, why can't we go? They're ready to sell gold mines to us. They're ready for us to develop gold. Well, where's Michael Jackson? Where's Shaq O'Neal? We need to pull our moneyed people together and let's do some business now, because we can't build a nation on the charity of the believer. We can only build a nation on a strong economic foundation that's built on business, agriculture, agribusiness. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, everyone. How's everyone doing? Glad that you can make it to this Business is Warfare broadcast. Well, I'm your host for tonight, Mahdi, Supreme X Family, the CEO and founder of FardMoney Network, and also our second brand, New Millennium Bankers. And I'm just so excited. I got to stay calm, because after listening to the Black Messiah that is on the scene today, and after being a student of this man for approximately 10 years now, a committed student to this man, I am excited. I am happy. I am so joyful. I am so high in spirit. Why? Because I'm in line with doing and following the instructions. And I feel like I understand an aspect of our assignment. And our assignment is to do what? Is to point out the international bankers, the real crooks that has all of this mayhem going on. I feel like that's our assignment. And I feel like me personally, I was created to help expose them, help push them into this lake of fire that we know Master Farad Muhammad came to destroy, that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad stood on, that they taught against, that they broke down the signs and said that we in America is the real children of Israel. So we was to expect not only the coming of God to come see us, but the raising of the Christ in the Messiah to come right up out of us, because we are bringing in a new world. We are bringing in a new nation. We're bringing in a new way of living, a new way of thought. And those rulers, those satanic Jews that control the very dollar that we love and that we kill each other about, we lie about, we cross everybody out, we give up all away our time, and only thing we have in this life is time and free will, and we give both of what the Most High, Allah, whatever you want to call the originator, what he gave us, we give it to the enemy for $1 that they control. But today is a new day. You're going to remain on the job only if you want to. You're going to remain ignorant to these bankers and these real crooks only because you want to. Why? Because the internet has exposed this man fully with the help and with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan staying on the course, never wavering from his assignment. No matter what somebody said, no matter what somebody wrote, no matter which hypocrite left, the minister has been on his job, has been on his duty for 67 years. And he hasn't wavered. He hasn't been bought out. He hasn't been sold up. He hasn't been shut up. He hasn't been silent and guiding us and pointing to us out the real enemy. So we created this broadcast, which should be the #1 broadcast watched in America. We created this broadcast to talk about business is warfare, because it is. And we're going to always highlight to you repeatedly the things that the minister has broke down over the decades of him teaching. Because some of y'all I know, you think you're a Christian, you think you're a Hebrew, you think you conscious, you think you're an Orthodox Muslim. Don't matter. If you black in America, the minister is your spokesperson. He speaks for you. He does what he does for you, whether you're in the nation or not. He's not a religious leader. So you can't put him in the same breath as a T.D. Jakes, a Al Sharpton, a Jesse Jackson. You can't put him in the same breath as a Creflo Dollar, a Joel Osteen. You can't put him in that same category. When you talk about the minister, you got to put him in the line with divine. You got to talk about Moses, Aaron, Jesus, Muhammad, David, Solomon. When you talk about the minister, you got to talk about him with those type of people. All right? Not with these political. You can't mention Barack Obama and then Minister Farrakhan. No, you can't. No, you can't. You feel me? So we want to help clear up this science, because for some reason we have fell off the path and we have got away from our assignment. The minister literally said, if we try to live off of charity and donations, we'll be around here another 1,000 years talking about a school, talking about a hospital. He said, we'll be talking about it. This is what he said. So you can dislike me, or not agree with me, or find fault with me for reminding you what the Lord has said. Because whatever the minister has said, this is the supreme being talking. Now, I know that's too heavy for some of y'all that don't know that God is a man, right? Yeah, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You mean to tell me a man can make a contraption and go to the moon and go walk on the moon? You still looking for a spook? They sent a contraption to Mars. They ain't find no spirits over there, right? They seen Pluto, that's 4,600,000,000 miles away from the Earth, or from the sun, rather, right? We can see the sun is physical. That's fire. It's shooting out flames of rage, heat. at 14,700 degrees Fahrenheit. You can't get close to the sun, gonna burn you up, right? We see the planet, we eat physical things. So you think the originator of all of this is not a physical material matter? That don't even make sense. So if the enemy they sent all these contraptions up there, they never told you they found God up there nowhere. So where you at? Where you at? So we want to bring you and we want to show you God in person. And all you have to do is look in the mirror. The original man, he is the black man and woman. Everybody on the planet come from us. And the day of our rule is here right now. We gave to the new people, the Caucasian race, we gave them rulership for 6,000 years. They have had it. And look what they have done. They have turned the planet upside out. They have corrupted everything: land, sea, food, air, water, life, education, sex. They corrupted everything. Everything that was in its natural form. The Caucasian race has turned it out of that. So no different when it comes to a barter system or a monetary system. What you think they're going to do with that? That's the most corrupt of their system. Now, because they make us go to school for the first half of our life, get an education to come out and get a job to make money. But in the whole time we went to school, they didn't teach us one subject about money. Scam. Top of the line scam. And we can't even see it. After being pointed out to you, we still can't see it. Why? Because now we're so deep in the rat race, we don't know how to fall out the race. All you gotta do is stop and think. See, if it's a race, that means you're running. You're in a rat race, running, right? But if I want to get out of the race, what do I need to do? I just need to stop and think. That's all I have to do. Stop and think. Use logic, use reasoning, get educated financially, and see what so let me see. The rich don't work for money. The wealthy don't work for money. Well, I don't want to be rich. Okay, what you going to work for? I just want to take care of my family. Okay. So in America, you need money to do anything. So you might as well want a lot of it. You might as well figure out a way how to try to get a lot of it, right? Because you need money to do anything. To drive your car, to go to work, to eat, to take a bath, to watch TV, to use the phone, to anything. Even public transportation costs money in America. Pull money out your bank. You need it's a fee. Swipe, card, bank account, fee. Fee, everything. Everything you look around is a fee. It's a bill. It's an expense. So we can no longer just say, I'm just trying to take care of my family. Well, at this juncture and at this time, no, we need to be trying to be rich. Period. Ain't no answer about it. Why? Because this man has a charge on everything that deals with the day-to-day life. Is a charge on it. It's a charge on it. Whatever you want to do, you cannot go and live without being charged some kind of way. So you might as well figure out, well, I just need a lot of money. I can go buy me some land. I can live over here. I can put some solar panels up so I can cut out the electrical bill, but I still need the money to get the solar panel. I still need the money to get the land, right? You follow what I'm saying? I got to produce food where I need farm equipment. That's money. I need a farm, more money. So you might as well, either way you try to shape it, you need money. This is what the minister was saying. We need money. So we need what produces the highest level of money, income. Sales. So why go get a set wage when if I get involved in sales, whether I'm selling books, shirts, brushes, calendars, laptops, phones, whatever, cars, whatever I'm selling, with one sale, I can make a lot of money in a day. I ain't got no set time. I ain't got no set wage. So at any given time, I can make $5,000, $10,000, $1,000. I can make this if I'm in sales. But as long as I'm confined to a job, it's limited. $20 an hour. That's what you get in that hour. That's it. Unless you got some type of system working on the backside. You feel me? But you still got to put time to that. We just want to give you the signs of money because you need to know this. You need to know this. Now, I was just doing the math. Before we get into the stream, because we're going to play this video. That was an interview from my brother from Serbia. Interviewed me on his podcast the other day, and we was talking about business, networking, and crypto. All right, and blockchain. And very powerful, and I answered it thoroughly. We're going to go over it in a minute, but we're going to show it in a minute. And I was talking to I have a business partner. She's in Las Vegas, Nevada, but she's in our network. But she hasn't built her network yet. It's there for her to do it. She hasn't done it yet. She's a realtor, right? Now, everybody understand, you being a person being a realtor don't mean they own any real estate. I think we get that confused sometimes, right? We think that person, that's a realtor. They in the real estate. No, they sell real estate. They sell mortgages. That's what they do. All right. So they are. That's why they call a real estate agent. So they are agents really for the bank. All right. We just want to be quite frank with you. If you're a realtor, I'm not shooting at you that way. It's in sales. That's why some of us who are involved in network marketing, we would rather call realtors because they understand sales. They already make a living off of sales. All right. But the average realtor ain't making a lot of money, ain't making too many sales. And then that market is inflated right now. So the mortgage sales are going down on single family homes. They're down, the lowest that they ever been. But I know y'all ain't got time to study. You at work, so you ain't got time to study. So I was showing her about what's in the network on what she could. It ain't really even selling, but what she can invite people to, and they acquire our product, what we have with our blockchain bank, right? And we have a certificate. That's $100,000. If the person directly sells that to another person, they make 15% of 100,000. I don't have to say what that is. Do math. All right. So I asked her, I said, if you were to sell a house for 100,000, would you make that? She said, no, I would have to sell a house for about $1 million to make that. Did what she said. Now, what a realtor make from Nevada to Florida to New York, it's all basically the same. Maybe a percentage higher, a percentage lower, but it's pretty much the same, right? So she said she had to sell like $1 million house to make that amount. I said, woo. I said, well, if you were to sell 10 of these, that'll put you over 6 figures. Now we in the sales. A realtor is in the sales. I don't know if the realtor just wants some type of credit to say, I helped this person get their first home and all. No, you help them get their first debt, right? You might help them get their first debt. And you don't know, they might don't live to pay it off, so they can't give it to the children. They might don't pay it off. They might have to default on the mortgage, anything, right? So, yeah, I mean, but like I say, if you're a realtor, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, what is the difference? Okay, I got this product over here that I got to do all of this. I got to do all that. I got to get all this education. I got to do all this to sell it. And I'm selling debt. All right. I'm selling debt. Okay, cool. I'm helping families, new couples get homes. All right. But I'm making 3% off a home. All right. Maybe 5%. All right. But typically it ain't really higher than 5% off of what they sell. Okay. Over here, I'm making 15%. I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still selling something. I'm doing the same thing. No different. Check out a different product. Which one you gonna choose? And it's so sweet what we do. A realtor can come in and still do their real estate and still do this over here too. If you just like real estate, that I'm just giving y'all some scenarios and some stories that actually happen. Now, a realtor, a licensed realtor, told me off a $100,000 house, she ain't making no 15%, nowhere near. But this is what we bringing you. So when I was getting ready for this stream, I was saying like, wow, the opportunity that we in. See, it's a whole different element when you in business with a billionaire, multi. And it's a whole different element when a multi-billionaire creates a system for anybody to come and get paid. A whole different type of ball game now. We on another level that we ain't really seen. Because Bill Gates ain't did this. Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, he did this, right? The founders of Google, the Tesla man, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they ain't did nothing like this, right? They got all the money that they got. Then we got billionaire blacks. Jay-Z ain't did this. Michael Jordan, he ain't did this, right? Not that they don't desire to do it. They just might don't have the knowledge and the resources to do it, all right? Oprah Winfrey, she ain't did this, right? Nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Kanye West, oh, he worked about $6 billion. He ain't did it, but Ye would be the one to try it. Y'all sleeping on Kanye. Kanye would be the one to try it, though. You know what I'm saying? If any of the black billionaires try it, I put my money on Ye to try it first. Straight up. Because he is a radical like that. All right? But listen, it just ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? But listen. So what would you rather do? So let's get into the stream. So you want to subscribe to the Final Call newspaper family. We got digital subscriptions. We got physical mail-in subscriptions. Digital subscription for 12 issues is $25 for 12 issues, which is 3 months. The paper comes out once a week. It's $40, including the shipping and handling fee, if you want the physical copy mailed to you. All right, for the same 3 months. That's the Final Call subscription. So you want to help and support the only international independent publication on the planet. Let me say that again. The only international black publication, independent publication, media on the planet is the Final Call newspaper. Make no mistake about it. You want to text FCN to 727-342-2881 so you can get the rates and you can decide which one you want. You want physical or you want digital. All right. And then if you want to help, just donate. I'm not telling you to donate to me. You donate to Muhammad's Economic Blueprint. If you want to support me, I got product for you. Right? Got the Final Call newspaper information that come from us, by us, for us. You feel me? I got that for you. And if you want to get, so you go to www.economicblueprint.org so you can donate to the nation. That's the nation donation. That's you're not going to even be donating straight to the Minister Farrakhan. You're going to be donating to the Nation of Islam. All right? Go to www.economicblueprint.org. And if you want to come down and you want to get money with us, if that 15% sounded good and we got a top product that costs $100,000, all right? If that 15% sound good to you from selling, but you're really not selling, but hey, for the sake of that, selling, right? We do have sales. If you want to generate that, if you want to come do that, then you want to text 10K for you can be part and you can go ahead and register and become a new Millennium Banker and participate in Project Exodus 10,000. You want to text 10K to the number 833-549-2079. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, FardMoney. Or if you want to get down with what we do on the blockchain banking, you can also, whoever invited you, you go to them. If they tag you in this video, you contact them. Don't contact us, contact them. But if you're here by me or any of our New Millennium Bankers team, then you contact us, all right? You can contact them as well. So let's get to it. So we can't open up, talk about business and warfare. Let's go look at the debt. We know you ain't looked at it. The debt of America, national debt is $30.6 trillion in counting. There it is right there. Can't make this stuff up. $30.60 $30.6 trillion. That's over $30.5 trillion. That's the national debt, and it's steadily climbing. I don't know how long we think this is going to last, but it has a death date. All right. The total debt of America has now surpassed $92 trillion. $92 trillion. This is America. This is America. What my man say, Childish Gambino, this is America. Don't catch you slipping. All right. Then we're going to go look at the biggest scam on the planet, the system that pumps this debt, that has this debt working like a well-oiled machine, the Federal Reserve. Let's go to their board and go to their website. You can go here, Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. The Federal Reserve System, the central bank of the United States, provides the nation with a safe, flexible, and stable monetary and financial system. Now, if that ain't the biggest lie that you're going to read all your life, you just read it. You just heard it. That is listen at this. They just out. They don't care. This is why it's wartime. This is why we need to be in FardMoney Network. You need to become a new millennium banker. Look at what these folks, this is an outright lie. The Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States, provides the nation with a safe, flexible, and stable monetary and financial system. Well, I be damned. How can a system with that much debt in it be safe, be flexible, and stable? What does those words mean? What does safe mean? What does flexible mean? And what does stable mean? Because this system ain't none of that. This is an outright lie. And this is what they do there. This is a mockery. And let me get a book. Where's the Most Humble Lie? Give me a book of the Most Humble Lie, Muhammad. Right? Give me a book of the Most Humble. Get Fall of America. Give me Fall of America up here. Because y'all going to understand and you going to learn to respect the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Damn it. Today is the day you going to learn to respect this man. That man that y'all like to disagree with, that you like to debate, and that you think he did anything talking about he killed Malcolm. Man, he taught Malcolm. Malcolm was his damn son. He raised Malcolm up from a prison street life. You didn't do it. He did it. So you think to have Malcolm go against him, who it hurt the most? It hurt him the most. You think a man, a righteous man of that type of caliber of morals, teaching us freedom, justice, and equality, teaching us peace and love for self, will have a man killed in front of his family? If you believe that, you's a goddamn fool. Not a damn fool, you's a goddamn fool if you believe a man of that stature, of that caliber, will have a man killed with his family on the front row. You crazy as hell. But the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us in all of his lectures, all of his writings, all of his books, what? He said that the enemy mocked us every step of the way. Here's proof of what he said right here. This statement right here at the top of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve is a clear mockery to our intelligence. They mocking us. They mocking us. This is a mockery. And he said that. He said they mock us every step of the way. So that means everything that they do is an underlying hit, little side joke involved in it that's shooting at us. Ha, ha, ha. You niggas can't do nothing about it. Ha, ha, ha. You niggas can't get free. You niggas won't unite. Ha, ha, ha. We're going to rule you niggas for another 1,000 years. Everything that they do, they mock us. And when we come and bring you clear proof that this is a scam, that this is a crooked system, you don't even want to get out of it. And that's why they let this stuff be talked like this. That's why they had this stuff be sold. So, Fall of America, man, you want to know what's going on with this system? Here it is right here. So, on this website, everything that you want to know about the Federal Reserve is all right here. All right? It's all right here. You feel me? Talking about it's finding other banks. Look at that. Eagle Bank. It's fine. Eagle Bank $9.5 million. See, this is all a scam. You feel me? You can break down the structure of it. You want to look at the pyramid scheme? Let's bring up the scheme. Let's bring it up. The structure of the Federal Reserve. There it is right there. So you don't think the structure. See, we told you say pyramid scheme. Pyramid is just a structure. It's a structure. We talking about the pyramids in Egypt. How long they been over there? For thousands of years. They ain't fair yet. So it's a strong structure. All right. So here go the pyramid though. Here it is right here. You got 12 banks. The head of these banks sit in Washington, D.C. That's the board. That's where the board sit at. Each bank has a region that they govern the monetary policies. And each bank has a president. All right. And you have 4 board of governors. Now, 9 of these president banks over the 12 banks are Zionist Jew. The chairman of the board, Zionist Jew. So you want to look at the pyramid, here you go. I mean, here you go. You don't have to look too further. All right. And how they control the world outside of the United States. They got the IMF and they got the World Bank. So the IMF and the World Bank loan money to other governments outside of the United States. The Federal Reserve loan money to the government of the United States. And the banks that's under control of the Federal Reserve, they loan the individual money. And the small business owners and the private business owner money. To keep this debt spiraling out of control and to keep them propped up. Because every time we pay taxes, we paying the Federal Reserve shareholders their salary. We paying their residual 6% annually salary. So they have no problem with printing trillions of dollars. And the Federal Reserve don't have any bank reserves. Nothing in it. But they can write a check for trillions of dollars. You try for $100 at a bank or a credit union, you are going to jail. Period. Biggest scam on the planet. All right. So let's get to the video. And please listen carefully because these questions were answered intensely. And if you have any questions about what we do, we will. But we're going to come in after this video and we're going to close out. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in thus far. And make sure y'all share this out and make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. So let's get to it.
Greetings of peace to all the viewers of the Makers and Owners Network channel. This is our first episode, and I would like to introduce to you a successful businessman, network marketer, and founder and CEO of FardMoney Network, Brother Supreme X. And please, sir, would you do me honor and do us all honor and tell us something about yourself, where you're coming from and what is that you do, and please be extensive in your
All right,
answer.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank you, brother, for the opportunity to be on your platform and to be it's an honor and a pleasure to be the first person that you interview for your podcast and your show. So may Allah bless you, brother, with plenty of success for what you're doing and trying to help us out as a community and trying to help our spiritual father, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, out economically, because this is specifically what he asked for about over 2 decades ago. So thank you for stepping up and accepting the challenge to do that, because we know it is a challenge. So yeah, so what we do with FardMoney Network, we are financial educators. We teach high financial literacy. We teach people how to get paid from network marketing, affiliate marketing. We teach people how to get paid in the cryptocurrency market through the blockchain We teach people how to bank in the blockchain and to be decentralized so they can experience financial freedom and then ultimately get the financial independence. And we always look for a system or networks that will meet our goal and our mindset. So what we want to do is show people how to get away from the real crooks, which are the international bankers, headed and led by the Zionist Jews. And we want to show our people how to get out of that scam, because when we hold money in the central bank, they give us nothing, but they use our money, they leverage our money, they loan our money out, but they give us nothing in return, no interest on it or whatever. So we just show people how to become the bank. You know, we show people how to protect their money, how to save their money, how to grow their money. But we first and most importantly, we educate people about money and about the science of money. That's the first thing. That's what got us started teaching that, and we continue to teach that. But we always bring a system where the people or the person can start to get paid instantly, you know, because we seeing right now everywhere we go is a fee, it's a bill, it's this, it's that. A linear income, working a 9-to-5 job just ain't cutting it no more. So we want to help also solve that problem where we can have more of our people doing what they want to do with their own life and not being dictated by, I have to go to this job, I have to be over here. Not that we're against jobs. Well, we are against jobs, but if you have one, not that we knocking it, we just try to educate the people about how they don't actually need the job to make money, or they can use the job like I did. I used the job income to start FardMoney Network. And I worked the job when we first got started for about another 7 months. And then when I finally walked away January 2018 from a warehouse job, getting paid about $11 an hour, I was just stocking trucks or whatever like that. I walked away and I haven't looked back. Now, yes, it was a struggle. Yes, it was obstacles, you know. Yes, it was downtime. Yes, it was months and weeks, didn't make no money off of it. But I also had a product, the Final Call newspaper, that I distributed and made sales off of that every day. So at that time, the Final Call was about 95% of the income, and the business was about 5%. But now that has flipped. So, but it takes time to do that, and everybody need to do that when they understand that when they go into business. But we teach it from a network marketing structure standpoint, business, because it gives you leverage. You know, I would rather have 1,000 people incorporated with me where they're reaching their goals and they're getting paid, and I can get paid from their influence, the people they know, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Instead of me just opening up a restaurant and I got to be the owner, I got to be the waiter, I got to be the cashier, I got to be the janitor. You know what I'm saying? That's too much work. So that'll be me just buying a job rather than having leverage and really being a business owner and an entrepreneur. Because the entrepreneur always look for ways to grow money and invest money. And there's many, many ways to do that. Not that it won't be no losses, but that happens. I mean, it's not really taking a chance. It's just, why miss something that could be good if it don't pan out? I mean, take the education and learn from it and move to the next thing, you know. Or create your own product and figure out how can you take a company public or whatever and get it on the stock market, you know. But we know that's not going to be around too much longer. But while still here, we utilize what they got. Back to you, brother.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. Thank you very much. And my next question is, can you tell me something about your journey? How did you start with network marketing, and how did you got into crypto, what is called crypto and blockchain space?
Yes.
Specifically in this, because you already, touched, in a way, answered this question, specifically the crypto space, because I remember, if I'm not incorrect, that at some point the crypto space became your focus.
Well, it's really the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I got introduced into crypto first,
Okay.
and then network marketing, MLMs. I seen the structure. So the structure of that, which really caught my eye. Cryptocurrency, well, maybe the first year or so, I was kind of like everybody else, kind of confused, not really understanding it. But I did do a lot of study, a lot of reading, a lot of listening to auto, a lot of listening to a lot of breakdown. And then when I got the understanding is when we launched the gold back cryptocurrency. And that led to where we're at now. But that gave me the more to understanding because I was like, don't not back it. Not that I wouldn't get in it, because I'm not one of those persons. I'm not gonna say, well, crypto ain't bagged by nothing. Well, dollar, euros, the euro, ain't none of this stuff bagged by nothing, right? So I'm not one of those type of people that'll say that. But I was just trying to understand it because I'm educated. And at that time, I didn't really have a lot of money to put in it. So I didn't get started, but it's good I didn't, because I was supposed to get started in the ICO called OneCoin, which was a scam. And the lady who started that, she ran off with it, and she's wanted right now for it. But I didn't put any money. But it's not even about if I had to put $1,000 in, no big deal, a couple $100 into it and lost it. You know, the most important thing is what it led to, the education and the study of the blockchain, the study of the crypto, and also the study of network marketing. So that's what did it. So a sister through Facebook, who I probably never forget, she was out of Trinidad. Don't have no contact with her right now, but she was out of Trinidad, and through Facebook, she got me into that, because this is late 2016. I haven't never heard of cryptocurrency. Never heard of the blockchain until she sent me some information about it. You know what I'm saying? And then I got fully in it, started studying it, looking at videos about it, and it was very intriguing. You know, it was very interesting. And then once I found out that it was decentralized, that was a game changer right there. That was close. So we went into it fully when we started FardMoney Network, but we was with a company that got us more into it and to help educate us about it. So now we still have gold, stuff like that. But now our focal point is we're trying to get people rich before the crash happens. And gold is security, but it really won't make you rich. And rich is measured in cash. So we're trying to get rich. And then once we get the capital, then we can get gold, get land. We can do what we want to do, you know what I'm saying, once we get it. So we always look for a system that we can get it in fast. You know, people say, don't do get rich quick schemes. Okay, well, what kind of scheme you do? Well, you want to work 40 years in your life and never be rich? I would rather try to get rich quick than to work 40, 30, 40 years of my life and never get rich at all. All right. And money loves speed, wealth loves speed. So, and crypto is just giving us that avenue to do it fast, and network marketing is giving us that system where we can do it even faster. You know what I'm saying? If we could just unite, and our people would get the understanding, not just our people, but people, period. All right, because from Europe to America, whole Europe and America, the international bankers, they have put out so much false information about network marketing. Why, when we think it's bad thing, it's a pyramid. No, the job is a pyramid. If I own a company and I hire employees, okay, I'm the owner, so I'm gonna get a president. He's gonna get a manager. He's gonna get a supervisor. Then he's gonna be some employees, right? The employee will never make as much as the supervisor. Supervisor never make as much as the manager. The manager never make as much as the president, and the president will never make as much as the owner. That's the pyramid. But in a network marketing business, it's structured, but everybody comes in as a CEO. So if we could just get the average person just to see that, you know, and it could be like you in Serbia, I'm in Florida, United States. If you in the network, or if I was under you, or you was under me, meaning I put you in, say you put me in. And when I went and did something for myself, I went and building my own team, it will benefit you and your family. So network marketing really is group economics on steroids, like the highest form of group economics that we can really do. You know what I'm saying? Me shopping with you because you got a t-shirt, or you selling bow ties or books or whatever, that's cool. But that don't make me money. You know what I'm saying? I buy a t-shirt from you. Like if I bought this shirt from you right here, this shirt don't bring me any income, right? Don't give me anything. Now I might have supported you, but that's just me doing it. In which, if you got it, you my brother, I should do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a question. That's just first thought. Shop with your own before you shop with another. You know, but it doesn't make me money. So if we got something where you can get this product and it will bring income into my family household and some more families, that's our people, and the product brings you money itself. See, that's a whole different another element right there that we don't deal with. That's a whole different level right there. But that's what we on FardMoney Network, because that's why we took the name Fard, because we want to do everything the highest. You know what I'm saying? We want to do everything at the top. We want to max. We don't want to look like nobody. We don't want to act like nobody. We don't want to do nothing like that. So nothing we do where you can find somebody say, okay, they copying them. No. We're not copying them. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. We're not looking to be influenced. We are influencing people. That's what we do. Not that we don't, listen to other motivational speakers or network marketers or whatever. We do, but nothing that we do with FardMoney Network where you will see something similar to it, with the way we talk, our stance and our breakdown of the science and our breakdown of business. Nobody gives it to us like that. And we never ask them for a cash. We don't have a cash app tag that we saying donate to me. Don't donate to me. You know what I'm saying? Take the education when I'm giving you and apply it. And that should cause you to want to join the network. See what I'm saying? See, that'll benefit. So you don't have to just donate me. No, we're not into that. You know what I'm saying? But people do it. That's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we have the name FardMoney Network. We are not to look or do anything like nobody else. We are leading in that for the world. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. I know that was kind of long, but my bad.
No problem, sir. Thank you. I just want to thank you for your answer. I just want to make a short comment, and then we'll continue with the next question. I mean, when you mentioned the how the people see network marketing, and I can bear witness the mindset needs to be shifted. The person, whoever, I mean, is coming to knowledge about network marketing needs definitely to accept an open mindset, and or to have it already, because for example, when I first time I heard about, when you introduced me to network marketing and what you do, I had I mean, my mindset was not too open about it. I was, not open, in short. But this touches. But I don't want to talk about myself. I want to continue with next question. That is.
But before you do that,
yeah.
Let us address this. All right. So you're an active registered member in the Nation of Islam, right?
Yes, sir.
So we know from the history that Master Fard Muhammad started it over here in the West, right? He came to North America. He started from Arabia, right? From Mecca, right? If we actually studied the history and understood it, how did he start? How did he grow? Right? He did it from the network marketing model. He came, he had a product, he was talking to these people, he was knocking on doors, he had silk, and he was selling the silk, but he would drop something. I asked them, did they want to know more? He would drop information and ask them, did they want to know more? Told them, we'll bring some more people, right? Because as we look about it, the man that was to take his place and take us further on in the journey, Master Farad Muhammad didn't even invite him to the mosque, or to the temple at the time, or the location where they first met at, right? Mother Clara went first. May Allah be pleased with her. She went and told Elijah, and then he went back and checked it out, and then that's when that whole connection. See what I'm saying? See, that's network marketing. That's all network marketing is. That's all. I mean, that's as simple as it is. So we know that they said that Master Farad Muhammad gave out 25,000 holy names in Detroit, but we know for a fact, just on that alone, he didn't bring all of those 25,000 to the temple. No, he talked to this person talked to that person, and it just kept going. So it's the same today under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If we got 20,000 active members in the nation right now, the minister didn't invite all of them to the mosque himself, right? He had help. But that's all network marketing is. So that's the structure. So as long as that's in place, your business will continue to go. That's why businesses like IBM, Amway, Mary Kay, these businesses been around for decades, through recessions, through crashes, stock market crash, housing crash. Mary Kay still around. Why? Because of the network marketing structure. But when you talk about businesses like a Kmart or these retail shops that Amazon and Walmart completely shut down, they're gone. But Amway's still here. IBM still here. Mary Kay still here. See, that structure gives you the longevity. Because why? People is the #1 resource to any business. People. It's the #1 resource. I don't care how many products you got, what product you got. People move product. Product don't move people, and product don't move itself. People move product. You know, so just, I just wanted to break that down, because that's when, like, when we go out into the community with the final call, what are we going to do? Invite people to the mosque, right? That's our goal. That's our mindset. Yes, we want to distribute the paper and get the paper in their hand and meet them and build a relationship. But our real goal is really to get them to the mosque and see, do they either want to be a supporter, sympathizer, join. We just want them to hear the word. And we're not concerned about if they ever come back again. You know, if they join, they don't join. We're not concerned about that. It's not going to affect me and stop my Islam and stop my growth just because this person said, I don't believe in that. I don't want to deal. Oh, no. Okay, we just go to the next person. Why? Because we'll never run out of people. So if you got a business that's structured like that, so if I do that for my religion, for my beliefs, for my faith system, well, why I won't do that to make money? You feel
Makes
me?
sense. Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
My next question is, but if you feel like you answered it, we can continue with the next one. How important is to have open mindset, courage, and really a willingness to go into unknown areas? For example, when it comes to business. But I mean, how important this quality is to you?
I mean, it's very important because it's not so much as courage and understanding the need for self-development, the need for growth. Because they have a saying that say that your income would never surpass your personal development. Meaning, if you looked up and made $20,000 a month, but you wasn't really there mentally, you would just make it one time or twice, and then you eventually get back to where your mental capacity that you can manage it and hold that type of status. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have to grow. So when you're in the business, the reason why most people struggle with business, because they wasn't taught business. They was taught, go to school, get good grades, get a job. Go to school, get good grades, graduate, go to college if you want a better job, but get the diploma. Let them doctrinate you on how to be an employee, not to run a business and what an entrepreneur has to go through. Because what an entrepreneur, business owner go through, that the employees don't go through that, right? Employees don't go through that. And they don't even know some of the challenges that a business owner or entrepreneur actually goes through on a day-to-day basis, on a consistent basis. So an entrepreneur has to always be reading, always be listening to the positive stuff, has to always wake up at a good, decent time. We can't lay around and just do nothing. We have to always stay engaged, and we have to always look how we can get better to serve. How can we become a better servant for the people? How can we become a better communicator, better connector? But that's how we came about. That's how we was born. See, it's just that we have got so doctrinated with the paycheck mentality that we stopped growing. So when we was young, everything that we got into when we was young, just getting here, it was new. But we didn't reject, we didn't run from it, right? We had to learn how to walk. We had to learn how to crawl. We had to learn how to talk. We had to learn how to write. We didn't run from the new. But somewhere down the line, that initiative or that mindset to learn new things and accept the challenge got killed in us. And the number one thing that killed that is westernized religion and westernized education. Because this is what they teach. They teach of a spook God. You're going to die and go to heaven. But I'm looking at people living in heaven right now. All right. Then, and nobody has died and ever came back. I got people in my family that died, and I never seen them, never talked to them. They never sent me no subliminal message in the dream. Nothing like that. If I seen a dead person that was in my family in a dream, they literally was there and didn't say one word. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because it was just a dream. It's just a vision of me thinking about them or whatever. Just so they can't talk. They're not here anymore, right? But if they did, it would still been a dream. No vision. A dead person talking to you, right? So somewhere down the line, that got killed. But you got to have it in this day and time, because truth be told, it's easy to accept the job, trade your time, your most valuable asset, for a piece of paper. That's easy to do, because they're going to tell you what to do. They're going to have it already lined out, already structured for you to do it, how to do it. They're going to train you how to do it, all right? And they're going to have everything scheduled for you. So all you got to do is get to work, in the next 8 to 12 hours of your day is already scheduled for you. You didn't come up with the schedule. You don't take the break when you want to take the break. No, you take the break how they got it in the schedule. You don't work with who you want to work with. You work with who they tell you to work with, right? You don't work in the area where you want to work at. No, you work in the area that's available. And you might can get to that area that you want to go to, but you're not starting off there. So we just have to keep our mind open and understand what was done to us, and understand that we grew up looking for new things. We grew up learning to try to do things, learning. See, the baby tries to learn. I got babies running around here right now. See, they are treated to learn. Why? Because they knew everything is new to them. Everything is new to them. But they also mimic what they see. So my children in here, they will never work. Why? Because they're going to grow up and they never see their mother work. They never see their father work. But that's going to be a foreign thing to them. So networking, investing, being a business owner, doing, educating people, that's what they're going to be used to, because they mimic what they see. Right? Now, the reason I'm different is because I grew up in the area, drug environment, and yes, my father had a job. No, what he did at one point, but I was very young, but then he went self-employed with his craft, which he's an electrician, right? And he did his own thing, which he still do to this day, been doing that for 40 years. He never advanced it though. He never came up with a company, had a building. He just do it himself. He can hire 1 or 2 people with him, cut them in on the job, but that's it. He don't go no further than that. All right. So on one tip, he an entrepreneur because he don't have a boss, right? But on another tip, he's still a self-employed. I mean, an employee because he has to physically go and do the work himself. You feel what I'm saying? So he doesn't have any leverage. However, I did have cousins who were entrepreneurs, but they was into the drug game. So I had both dynamics. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of know, and I grew up in the sport environment. So the only way I thought about making money, it was only 3 ways that I've seen my life making money growing up. That was either I was gonna play sports, I was gonna be a rapper, I was gonna be a drug dealer. One of the 3. Wasn't no other option. Wasn't no option for me to go get a job. Never wanted to be a doctor, teacher, lawyer, none of that stuff. So that led to my journey to find myself and find my creator, to come back to myself and prepare me for what I'm doing. So I've been through a lot to get to this point. So it was a lot of preparation that I had to go through. But I was always looking for, it's not easy money, it's just I never wanted to be under anybody because I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised. When I left my parents' house, I don't need to go get another parent at the job, right? You know what I'm saying? I left the house. I ain't got no parent now. I'm a man. So that's one of the things that, you know, helped that out. That kept me going and keeps me going to this day, you know.
Thank you, brother, for your answer and for your testimony. And I hope I know this will be inspirational for everybody who went through similar path in their life, because it only means that we can achieve anything we set our mind to it. It's only a matter of that. And the last question, and I just want to mention that we have 8 minutes left for our interview. Can you tell me what is your opinion about world's economy today, and what do you think is coming down the pike?
Okay,
particularly regarding the financial system.
The world economy, it has failed the people. All governments on the country, all independent nations, their economy has failed the people, mainly due to the international bankers, once again, the Federal Reserve, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. Mainly to them, they put these central banks in pretty much all the countries. If you don't put a central bank in your country, then they will put sanctions on your country and they will stop import, export stuff that you could do to help out your country. That's why Libya is not here no more. That's why Iran is looked at as bad. That's why they tore up Syria, tore up Iraq, Afghanistan. All of this stuff here has to do with what these governments want to allow. In the Western world, and NATO is their army that they use to impose their will on people. It is bad. So the economy in the world is bad. The governments have failed. They need to fire all of the financial advisors, all of the people dealing with that. The Federal Reserve need to be destroyed. The IMF need to be destroyed. The World Bank need to be destroyed. All the central banks need to go. And that's where the world is going. Because the one who comes on the scene and makes all things new, he has to take that out, because central banking means that the bank or that institution controls the people money. They control the rates. They control the loans. They control housing loan, mortgages, rates. They can control if I got $1 million in the bank, where I send it, how much I can get. They control all of that. All right. And it's not borderless. All right. So a lot of scrutinizing with that. So that form of economy is going out. So now we're going more into a digital era. And it's gonna be a gold era too that comes back, but gold is gonna come back in a way that we have never seen it. All right, and it's becoming more that the people is more in control of their money. You know, that's where we're going. We're going more into where people are more in control because we see all the bank runs going on. You got it going on in China. You got it going on in another part of down by India. I forget the name of that country. That's going on. It's going to happen in America, right? Ukraine, do with that conflict. That banking system collapsed. Russia's system is struggling, but Russia has leveraged crypto and leveraged China, the petro yuan, to still trade on oil and circumvent the dollar in the Eurozone, right? Because America and NATO, Germany, America, they took Russia out of the SWIFT payment system, which is the biggest payment system in the world. So they cut Russia out of that. But now Russia is trying to set up their own payment system, and they're using the yuan, China currency, to export, buy, and sell and trade on oil. So it's some major stuff going on, which is going to eventually kick off World War III. All right. But after that smoke clears, we're going to be in a new monetary type of system. Gold will be the new medium of exchange. And in my opinion, I just think that means that everything is going to be priced to go. You know how everything now is priced dollars and euros? Where when those currencies fall, all of them, then I think everything's going to be priced to gold. Where you need an ounce of gold, a couple of grams, you know what I'm saying? Kilo. That's just my opinion, right? Because gold has to be made borderless. But for it to be the number one, the new medium of exchange, everything has to be priced in gold. Because if the dollar is gone, then there's no more talking about, hey, I want $100,000 for this car. I want $1 million for this house. There ain't no dollars no more. That's going to be gone out of we're going to be talking another language. No, I want a kilo for this house. I want 3-4 grams of gold for this house. You feel me? For this car, whatever. But that's my opinion, you know, from my studies and what I see. You know, I could be off a little bit because nobody knows actual, you know, and that's just the way I see it. So I line up my economy and my finances with where I see things going. So I'm in the digital money. I'm in the gold money.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, brother, for all that you shared. And I am really grateful for your presence and what you share with us regarding ways how people can start their financial freedom. And this video, this interview will be posted on social medias, and contact of brother Supreme X will be shared with his approval. And if you are interested in getting into network marketing, getting financially educated, you can reach out to him, and that's it. So is that, if that's fine with you, sir?
Yeah, they can just go to FardMoney Network, our YouTube channel, Facebook. My personal page is FardMacD. I'm on LinkedIn, FardMacD. YouTube, FardMoney Network. YouTube, FardMoney Network, and New Millennium Bankers. We do have 2 brands that we started. New Millennium Bankers we started in 2021. Approximately about 4 years after starting FardMoney Network, which is an extension to FardMoney Network. They can go to YouTube, follow us on there. We on Twitter as New Millennium Bankers, Instagram New Millennium Bankers, and my personal pages will be under FardMacD.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I would like to greet all the viewers with the greeting words of peace. Peace be unto you.
All right, family. So I hope y'all enjoyed that interview. Was it powerful? So my brother in Serbia, he started his podcast, and we got connected through network marketing, through Facebook Messenger. We got connected, and he became a business partner at one point in time in this journey. And we still stay connected over the time period that we have known each other. And that's the beauty. One of the other beauties of network marketing. It helps it helps connect us, and it taps us, and it lets us tap into those friendships, our friendship in all walks of life. It helps us tap into that. We meet people all over the world, especially when you're dealing with an international system, when you're dealing with something that everybody needs and everybody wants. We find those people and we make those connections. So that was his first episode, and that was the first one to be honored to be on the Brother Podcast. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in. I know I was kind of raw tonight, but sometimes I get on these streams and I don't even know what happens, but I get to talk about certain things, and this is just what the God causes me to say. Literally, like I didn't have nothing. I don't make these streams with notes or nothing is planned, and that's why I do it live, so I can be more in the spirit. And whenever I do an interview, I never allow them to prompt me with the questions. I want to answer the questions straight, like I see my spiritual father, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, how he answered the questions in this monumental book called Closing the Gap. The interviews of the heart, mind, and spirit of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, put together by our great brother, Minister Jibril Muhammad. All right. And the minister didn't prompt the minister. There's a whole book of him asking the minister questions. And he didn't prompt the minister for none of it. So I always want to do the same thing, because I want to let Allah just speak through me, and whatever's on my heart and mind, I want to answer it straight like that. I want it to be more felt than me going over the questions, me trying to come up with the answer. So I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't never want to be scripted when it comes to this stuff. And if you haven't got the #1 book for your financial education, is right here. The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Volume 2, How Jews Gain Control of the Black American Economy. You want to get this book, go to www.store.finalcall.com. That's it. Matter of fact, just store.finalcall.com. All right. So go and get this book, $20. Be the best financial book that you can get. And it's going to teach you everything about why we in this condition, how they set it up, all of that and above. And it's a quote from Prophet Muhammad. On the back of it, may the peace and the blessings of Allah be upon him. One learned man is quote, one learned man is harder on the devil than 1,000 ignorant worshipers, end quote. With that being said, family, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. And we will see y'all in the morning, because we do have a live crypto morning. The reason crypto morning didn't air live this morning, I had to do a recording because I woke up with a massive headache. So I couldn't even do the stream. I didn't recuperate to about 11:30 when the headache went away. So that's why I didn't do it. So with that being said, family, inshallah, we plan on giving you a live crypto mornings in the morning. We'll see y'all then. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we appreciate all the support that y'all give us. Assalamu alaikum.
I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you're rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, we can't be around here poor.